Meus amigos, durante o último final de semana, com todos os eventos que foram transmitidos, Ninja Gaiden 4 fez a sua aparição mais uma vez, agora com data de lançamento, e hoje, um pouquinho mais cedo, o pessoal da IGN publicou as suas primeiras impressões lá, o seu preview, né, do hands-on que eles tiveram a oportunidade de jogar provavelmente durante o Play Days da Summer Game Fest, e é justamente esse vídeo que nós vamos conferir juntos aqui agora, onde eles trazem muitos detalhes do jogo interessantes e, é claro, novos gameplays também. Saudações deles, sou o Nobre, simbora para mais um conteúdo aqui no canal. Se você curte os nossos vídeos, já deixa aí seu likezão, se inscreve e ativa o sininho das notificações para não perder absolutamente nada dos conteúdos que fazemos por aqui, sejam eles vídeos, lives ou shorts, e vejam o vídeo que nós publicamos mais cedo jogando a demo de Absolum, que é o novo beat'em up feito pelos mesmos desenvolvedores de Streets of Rage 4, que tá bem legal também. Tá aqui embaixo no comentário fixado, acessa lá e dê essa forcinha pra gente se vocês puderem. Beleza, meus amigos? Então, vamos que vamos. São 9 minutinhos, estamos com legendas ativadas aqui. Bora ver o que eles acharam do Ninja Gaiden 4 nessas primeiras impressões.
Does Ninja Gaiden still work in 2025 in a world where Souls-likes dominate the high-skill action game subgenre? I played Ninja Gaiden 4 for the first time last weekend, and my answer is unequivocally yes, absolutely, 1000%. Ninja Gaiden not only still works in 2025, but it is a high-speed, stylish breath of fresh air.
Caramba, mano, ele confirmou 1000% que o negócio funciona e é bom esse ano.
And as someone who considers Ninja Gaiden Black the finest action game ever made, I left incredibly happy.
Ô, louco. Começou como, hein?
A mere 25 minutes of hands-on time with Ninja Gaiden 4 isn't remotely enough to make a judgment call on where Platinum Games and Team Ninja's sequel will fit into the hierarchy of the franchise, but it was enough to make me feel like a badass killing machine and still challenge me in the process.
Doideira. Jogaram por 25 minutos.
Which means Ninja Gaiden 4 is off to a good start in terms of dialing in that ever-so-special Ninja Gaiden feeling as Platinum Games takes the lead with Team Ninja guiding them. The game is fast, said Platinum Games producer and director Yuji Nakao. We wanted to make sure it feels like a modernized high-speed game while staying true to what Ninja Gaiden is. He added, "We are going against the trend," meaning, of course, Souls-likes.
Oh, Souls-likes,
I played
sim.
as young Raven Clan member Yakumo in Chapter 1, which isn't the very beginning of the campaign. That honor goes to a tutorial section, but for all intents and purposes, it is. It's set well after Ninja Gaiden 3, shh, we don't talk about that one, in a near-future Tokyo amidst the return of the Dark Dragon.
But we're still far enough from the shrine that the demon's influence shouldn't be too strong yet. Keep moving.
Sadly, I didn't get to play as Ryu Hayabusa here, but I can't wait to do so. I didn't mind too much in my demo though, because I was having so much fun as Yakumo.
Divertindo muito com Yakumo.
Yakumo has some of Ryu's classic tricks. Izuna drop, anyone?
Hey,
while also unleashing his own in the form of Blood Raven attacks, which are deployed by holding the left trigger and then pressing X or Y. These are large area of effect offensive maneuvers, but they take longer to wind up and execute.
Hello,
it was my old habits and not being quick enough to adopt these new moves that doomed me in the large encounter near the end of my 25-minute hands-on session. I won't make the same mistake next time.
Ó, parryzinho, vocês viram?
And unfortunately, it means I didn't get to face off against the Chapter 1 boss, who you can see in action here.
Ó o boss do capítulo 1, ó. Doideira, mano.
If you've played Ninja Gaiden games before, you should feel pretty comfortable right away, even though there is certainly plenty of new stuff to learn and get used to. Tapping right trigger at the right moment to block an incoming attack and set up a counter, wall running and tapping Y to take the head off of a low-level enemy.
Caraca.
Holding Y with Blood Essence, seemingly in place of Ninpo, at least for Yakumo, Still uncollected on the battlefield after your previous kill so you can use them to power an ultimate technique on the foe still alive in front of you, it's all still here. Oh, and don't forget to assassinate enemies quietly when you get a chance.
Até stealthzinho nós
If
temos, hein?
anything, Ninja Gaiden 4 feels faster than ever.
Oh man, they're quick.
Even Yakumo's running speed feels faster than Ryu's did in the older games. It's also, somehow, even bloodier than ever. Things started to get gory in Ninja Gaiden 2, but
Galera, eu fiz corte rápido aqui, tá? Porque o meu OBS deu uma travada, vamos lá.
here the crimson fountains spray every which way, constantly coating Yakumo in a carry-like coating of plasma.
Cê é louco. Sanguinário pra caramba o jogo mesmo, hein?
Spray gets everywhere when slicing and dicing a handful of foes. It's like a vampire's dream come true out there. Now let's all sit back and watch this awesome sequence for the next minute and a half or so, which I remind you again is only from the first proper level of the game.
Ó, ele vai deixar uma sequência sem falar nada, vamos ver. Top, mano.
Oh, and here's more good news. The camera is actually pretty good now. It's certainly evolved over the years, but thankfully in 2025, it no longer seems to be a detriment or distraction to the player. Certainly a lot more time will be needed to verify this initial impression, but the camera didn't annoy me once in my entire hands-on session.
Bacana, esse treco da câmera é importante, mano.
Difficulty modes, meanwhile, can be adjusted on the fly if, say, you're playing on hard and want to drop it to normal for a particularly tough boss.
Hein, toma-me.
An easy mode is here too. It's called Hero Mode, but I didn't get to test it out to see just how forgiving, or not, it might be. I spent my time on normal difficulty. Also, baked into normal at least, and presumably hero as well, but I'm not sure about hard yet, is a feature that offers you a helpful item if you've failed a particular encounter a few times. On that last big rumble I was too slow to bring Yakumo's new attacks into, I was given a large healing elixir to help me on my next attempt.
Tá doido,
Ninja
irmão.
Gaiden 4's checkpoint system now takes some stress out of trying to find a save point with ample health and supplies. A red-eyed raven can also be approached, which triggers a visit from a friend who can unlock combat skills in exchange for the in-game currency you've accumulated. You can also go into a practice mode from here too that lets you get familiar with your moves, which I didn't waste time doing during my short demo.
É 25 minutos, né, cara? Não dá pra poder perder muito tempo realmente
And yes,
mexendo com
there
o treino,
are
né?
collectibles to look for as well. They're
Collectibles.
called Gordies, and they're little adorable creatures that you have to
Gordies.
complete a quick time event sequence in order to secure. I found one Gordie in Chapter 1, and it was only 2 rapid succession button taps to bag it.
Ah.
We'll see if the QTEs get more complicated and difficult the deeper into the campaign you get.
Os
I'm not sure yet if
colecionáveiszinhos.
collecting them will yield any sort of greater reward.
Eu acho que vai
I'll
ser
be
só
honest,
troféu, né?
I came into my first hands-on
Conquista
session
mesmo.
with Ninja Gaiden 4 with extremely high expectations. If Platinum Games and Team Ninja screwed this up, I would have been very vocal about it as a 20-year fan of the series. But
Caramba.
thankfully, they seem to be on the right track towards getting this right. If they don't, the series is probably dead forever. But I was smiling the entire time I was playing Ninja Gaiden 4, even when I got killed. Its need for combat speed is matched by its sense of style, and all I want to do right now is play more Ninja Gaiden 4. The year of the ninja might truly be magical. Between the excellent Ninja Gaiden 2 Black earlier this year, the extremely promising Ninja Gaiden Ragebound,
jogamos, hein? Tem vídeo no canal.
Sega's seemingly focused 2D
teremos vídeo desse aqui também em breve no canal, tá?
Platinum Games Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm as optimistic as ever that they're gonna nail this when it, Izuna, drops on October 21st.
The Dark Dragon is mine.
For
Dragão
more
Negro é
previews of
meu.
the coolest upcoming games, don't miss our recent looks at Ninja Gaiden
Cara,
Ragebound and Holston.
É isso, meus amigos. Pô, vocês viram que ele falou bem aqui no finalzinho, né? Durante todo esse tempo que ele jogou o Ninja Gaiden lá, esses 25 minutos que ele teve pra poder se divertir ali, experimentar o game e tudo mais, ele ficou sorrindo durante toda essa sessão de jogatina, o que é algo muito bom, porque 25 minutos já foram capazes de cativar a pessoa assim, deixar ela totalmente entretida e tudo mais, e com vontade de jogar mais. Isso é uma parada realmente muito boa. Eles cumpriram aí o que queriam, vamos dizer, né? E o cara que tava falando aqui, né, que fez esse preview pra gente, diz que é um fã de 20 anos aí da franquia e tudo mais, e que tava com expectativas muito altas pra esse jogo, conhece bastante também a franquia, né? Tá dizendo que esse game realmente tá do jeito que nós queríamos que fosse um Ninja Gaiden ali, né? Seguindo o que foi os anteriores, trazendo alguns recursos novos e tudo mais, essa questão da velocidade, do hack and slash e tudo mais, e sendo sanguinário também, que é uma parada que muita gente curte. Rapaz, eu só fico mais empolgado ainda pra esse Ninja Gaiden 4. E como ele disse, é o ano dos ninjas, né? Tem Ninja Gaiden Ragebound aqui no canal já, nós jogamos a demo completa, a gente publicou aqui no canal ontem, inclusive, confiram aí, eu vou deixar o link aqui embaixo nos comentários também. E em breve teremos mais conteúdo de Shinobi Art of Vengeance aqui pra vocês. Por enquanto, eu quero saber de você agora, querido espectador que tá assistindo, o que vocês acharam de tudo que foi falado e mostrado do Ninja Gaiden 4 aqui? Vocês curtiram? Vocês estão animados pro jogo? Deixa aí embaixo suas opiniões, eu vou adorar ver de cada um. E novamente, não se esqueçam do likezão, se inscrever no canal e ativar o sininho para não perder a notificação dos próximos vídeos. Eu vou ficando por aqui, um beijão pra todos vocês aí, até mais e fuemos, meus amigos.